Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another morning breakthrough with Coco, helping you undo so God can do. Let us be thankful for another Wednesday, not promised, but indeed graciously granted. We are on day 4 of week 4 with 31 ways to be accelerated into purpose. This last week, or we still have a partial week left, but this week we're talking about relational acceleration. So, what are some things that you can do to accelerate in your relationships? We've talked about it starts with you, you're not for everyone. And this morning, I am going to briefly share about relational deposits and withdrawals. So, one of the key things about relationships is knowing who fits where, discerning who fits where, because everybody is not does not have the capacity to be in your inner circle. Some people are just comrades, meaning, or some people are just constituents, some people are friends, some people are associates. Um, so it's important to know and discern as early as possible who fits where. Because with that being said, you have a better idea of also knowing who will be depositing and who will be withdrawing. And it's important to know that because you don't want to build a friendship with somebody and then get salty or get upset because they're not doing for you as you're doing for them. And we know that we see that a lot as far as people would never do for you as much as you do for them or how you do for them. There is not another you. We can't expect us out of other people. So it's important to know who are, and I don't like to say it like this, the givers and the takers, but who will pour into you, but who is simply there for you to pour into them. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. Everybody that you pour into, they're not going to pour back into you. They may be appreciative, but they're not going to be able to pour back into you. And that's okay because maybe it's not you that they're pouring into. Maybe you're meant to pour into them. And now they pay it forward by pouring into somebody else that God has given or has assigned them to, so to speak. So, um, again, knowing who will deposit and who is withdrawing in your life is key, because when you know that, then you're not so much, you're careful with the energy that you're putting out. You're not getting upset because somebody is not doing something. You know, okay, I'm here to pour into this person. I know not to expect the same from them, and that's okay. But with that being said, make sure you're also finding balance. You want to make sure that you're not giving more than you're receiving. And I know it is kind of hard for some of us to have that person for us to receive from. So, in receiving or having somebody pour into you, it can be directly or indirectly. I know a lot of mine comes from sermons. Some of it comes from some encouragement from people, but most of mine comes from just listening to sermons, being refilled with the Word of God. So again, make sure you also have a balance, some type of balance. You don't want to be pouring so much out of you that you empty your cup, that you become depleted, that you become frustrated and tired. Make sure you have something coming back into you that not only fills your cup up, but creates an overflow so that you're giving from your overflow, so that you are so filled with, the example I think of, that you're so filled with love that it just easily flows out of you because your cup keeps running over. So again, relational deposits and withdrawals. Take an assessment. Take time to look at your friend circle, your associate circle, who it is that you talk to daily or interact with on a somewhat regular basis. Who are your deposits and who are the withdrawals. and see if there is a balance. Do you have more people that you're pouring into than you have more people putting into you? And maybe there may, and this just came to mind too, maybe there's not an equal number, so to speak, but the depth of information being poured into you outweighs what you're given. So again, that's one way, that's another way for you to be accelerated into purpose. When you have that balance and when you know where your deposits are coming from, or when you know, when you know where your deposits are coming from or how you're depositing into others. And I'm sorry, I'm saying it all wrong. It's important to know to have that balance between who you're depositing into and who's withdrawing from you. And you also want to make sure that somebody is depositing into you. That is key to you accelerating into purpose, because when you allow yourself to get upset because somebody is not depositing into you, that will cause your growth to stop. So again, relational deposits and withdrawals. Consider who you're pouring into and who's pouring into you and who is withdrawing from you. Make sure you have balance. Okay, so those are my nuggets for this morning. Thank you for tuning in to another morning breakthrough with Coco, helping you undo so God can do. I am the Purpose Accelerator, here to push, provoke, and catapult you into your next level of divine greatness. Have an awesome Wednesday. Be safe, stay safe, and remember to be a blessing to someone else. Thanks.